Hello Simlings, SympleSym here, coming at you with my first ever YouTube debut of sorts. I've had other videos on my channel in the past and in other channels, but this is the first time I'm attempting to actually do this on a semi-consistent basis. What that means is, if you can't already hear them in the background, they're not really making a lot of noise at the moment, but I have birds. So anyone who's ever owned birds can easily tell you that they can be extremely loud, and they're just not very conducive to actually sitting here talking to yourself in front of a screen. Yeah, they like to chatter. Sometimes their chirps are very earth-shattering, ear-piercing, just loud and obnoxious, but that's pretty normal, so hopefully you don't have to deal with that in the background of my videos. But I do want to put that warning out there for anyone now. If that's not your thing, this is probably not the best channel to watch, because they are going to be in the background of most of my videos. I can't help it. Hopefully I can keep their shrill noise to a minimum. But with that said, I'm SympleSym, and don't let my name fool you. That stands more for simulation than it does for Sims, although Sims franchise has been one of my favorite simulation games growing up, and still is today, despite all of its setbacks and everything else. But we're not going to get into all of that for this video. This video is just simply a flash tour of some of my old builds in The Sims 4. So I just kind of wanted to start the channel off with a few old builds, because I figured that would be a little bit low pressure for me starting out than trying to sit there and talk while I'm doing absolutely everything else. So all of these videos have been pre-recorded, so I will not be able to see or respond to your comments for probably the first few videos of this at least. But without further ado, let's actually roll into this. So I really specialize in residential building, and I'm not even that good at it, but that's one of the things that I love to do the most in this game, other than just the gameplay, is I love to build, especially houses, imagining the families and their story and whatever else that I want to go into that house. But for the first video on my channel, I'm actually going to give you a quick tour of a park that I've built. I call this one the Four Frogs Park. I'm obsessed with frogs. I love frogs. So it's no surprise to anyone who actually already knows me that this is themed around frogs. So this build is actually part of Willow Creek, and it replaces the old park lot of Willow Creek. And I love that location because even the exterior world around it kind of, I think, fits in pretty nicely with the park where it's at. So let's bring this in. By the way, if you're looking for that, you can find SympleSym on Origin and download this park into your own game. It is called Four Frogs Park. Always love a little game lag. Not really. Okay. So this is the overview. There's not a lot to it, but you'll actually find that this park is pretty crowded. And as I was saying, I do love that the bathrooms and community areas that EA has in this world around this park actually kind of tie in very nicely with the park theme, which was the point, because this lot was originally a park that EA had built and shipped with the game at its launch. So that's why I just chose to replace the old lot. Plus, anytime you get a new pack full of stuff, it's always good to go back in, and fun to go back in and update some of the old lots just to make all your other worlds playable with the other packs. So as you can see, I have that fountain with the 4 frogs. That's how this park gets its name. We have a few picnic areas that your Sims can come and enjoy some outdoor activities without even going inside the building. I have a little area for a band or a singer or somebody to come and play and people to gather around and sit down and listen. There's another picnic area. More tables, picnics, benches, places for parents to come and watch their children play at the park. And you'll notice also, aside from, like, I used both the pirate and the spaceship. Oh, well, yeah. There's my basketball court. Sorry to get off track. I pre-recorded the video and I'm recording a voiceover, so, yeah, so back to the spaceship playground equipment. If you look at the theme that I have going on here, you'll see some stuff from other expansions and other packs, including Strangerville. You see the little shack back there with basically I call it the conspiracy theorist hut, and different themed items there. Might not be the best place for your children to be roaming, but it is a neat addition, I think, for the theme. And inside, you have a little foyer with frogs that head toward, like the frog mats that head toward different gendered bathrooms. Even though there's a bathroom across the street, I thought that this would be a neat little idea, especially with the pool that we're going to see later, to have places where people can just come in and shower without having to actually like go outside the building and across the street. And I actually got the idea for this from one of my local parks. It's not quite shaped like this. Everything that you're seeing is completely out of my own imagination, but the way that it's set up where you have to go through the bathrooms to get out into the main park is more or less what I'm talking about with that. So here you have the pool area. It is a rather semi-large pool with a diving board and all kinds of different spots for you to hang out and sunbathe and just relax, because a lot of people like to do that at the poolside. There's concession areas, and I wanted to use the backyard stuff to have a few extra fun activities that you can do at the park. It's more or less my way of getting a splash pad into the game that we don't really have in the game. When you go upstairs, there's a second pool. It's more of a private pool, even though you have windows where you can swim in the pool below and actually see into that pool up on the top, but it's a smaller little area that you can just kind of get away from the main crowd for. There's a little area up there for your Sims to sit and chill and hang out. There's a couple of juice bars. I kind of consider that more of an adult pool area. Underneath of the awning there, you can see the karaoke machine as well. So your Sims can go up there and have a juiced up karaoke fun night. And that's basically the Four Frogs Park, and I hope you guys enjoyed my first video. Like and subscribe if you so choose to. You're not obligated by any means, but I hope that you do, and I hope that you enjoy and come